Mic check, mic check. Are we live? I think we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl here, Ella. Yay! Who missed me? In the comment section, tell me how beautiful I look. Oh my god. You can't lie. Tell me I'm looking gorgeous today. Look, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Life has been lifing. We have been busy over here. I know you all missed me, but I am back for some time temporarily, or whenever you see me on this channel, you see me. Life is getting busy, and that's what we are all hoping for anyways. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Ella. It's not easy to be in a Masters of Law program. Scratch that. It's not easy being a global professional Masters of Law candidate at UofT. So please cut me the slack. I've been really busy, but I said today I must come over here and tell you all how things have been going with me so far. Oops, where are my manners? Oh my god. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and rocking with me through this journey. I really appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post my videos. Over here we discuss all things about my journey transitioning into becoming a lawyer in Canada. I was internationally trained in the UK, completed my degree in University of Birmingham in 2025, and now we're in 2026. I am in my master's program at UofT. So in a nutshell, that's what today's video is going to be about. That's a little bit about the channel. Throughout the fourth quarter of last year, from September to December, oh my god, I learned so much in school, hence why I wasn't able to post as much. But anyways, let's leave that to last year. We're in a new year. It's wonderful to be here. It's amazing to be sat back here and speaking to you all once again. Now remember, in my videos, I'm not giving you any legal advice. I'm just sharing my journey for those of you who might want to know about it, or those of you who want to take a similar path, so you just see what someone is going through during the entire process. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my first semester at UofT as a GPLLM candidate. This is going to be from September of 2025 to December of 2025. I'm going to tell you what happened, how the program is, how it's run, about the professors, about the candidates, about the GPLLM program team, and how that has kind of shaped and helped me through my journey of becoming a lawyer out here in Canada. In September, we began fresh, as they said on orientation day, bright and early. On a Thursday morning in September, we kicked off with the legal methods course. We started off, I think, about 9:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. We had classes Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays in the first 2 weeks of September, if I recall correctly. This is why I should have shot that video at that time, but I was swamped and busy. But anyways, we had classes and we were able to complete 2 courses over 2 weekends. They were really intense. One was legal methods and the other one was legal research and writing. UofT, they call it applied legal research and writing. For legal methods, it's a non-credit course, but it was just good to ease people into the program, especially civilly law trained students who then learn about, legal methods, how things are done here in Canada, the rule of law, blah, 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 all that good stuff. We're able to learn that in about 2 weekends from Thursday through to Sunday. And it was really nice. We got to bonding. I got to meeting new people, establishing new connections, new friendships, and new relationships out there in school. It was really nice time. Very hectic for people who were working full-time, who have families, moms, pregnant, pregnant wives. I don't know how they did it, but people showed up and showed out. You come into school, you have to sign in, you swipe your UofT card because they monitor attendance, especially for the NCA, attendance is monitored, and then you swipe out when you're leaving. During the whole day, not to worry, there's tea and coffee served during class time, and then there's also lunches and dinner. For long days of 9 to 5, you have lunch in the middle for an hour. When you have a break, you have breaks in between that the professors will give you. And then for days where we have night classes, so mostly Fridays, for the 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. classes, they usually have dinners, which is really great. So you don't have to worry about what you're going to eat. Or for those of you who are coffee or tea lovers, I love tea. There's always tea and coffee on standby for those days and then throughout for the rest of the program as well. So this was really great. You get a card when you arrive. This is so nice. And everyone's so nice. Pick up your card, you swipe for attendance. It's day 1 and it rained so heavy. You guys don't even want to know the cost of my Ubers to the train station today. Oh my god. But anyways, let's go and get into legal methods class. We all get this. And attendance, we sign. The food is epic. We're supposed to eat. This is lunch break. Plates for food. Where you're going? Oh, we can do both sides. Gotta take food. Sorry. Then there's like salads and stuff. I think you can go to class or eat anywhere else. Like, my meal. Eating and then head into class. Okay, someone just don't worry, it's gonna be your backs. Then we're headed to class. You eat in class. This is what the lecture hall looks like. Looks really nice and free. UofT. Then eating. So this is my name. This is what I'm gonna eat. Very, very healthy. Tuition well spent. Heading to the bookstore. We got tea and coffee after lunch. And then this is what the bookstore looks like. Looks really nice. Do the hoodies cost? That is the question. $60? Okay.
Which one did you get? The hoodie. Oh, okay. Right here. Oh.
That will come in handy for the winter season. So everyone on the train knows that.
Do you want the water bottle?
An UGG? Let's see what these look like actually. These are kind of useless.
Merchy. Well, the
You got that one?
is it free food? Or did we pay for it? So after lectures, you're supposed to return your tags and sign out, all for the NCAs, which makes sense. Swipe to sign out. So this is me saying it was a really nice first day of school, and yeah, it's time to head home. We've been fed really, really well, which is nice. We had lunch and we had dinner, and yeah, so far so good. Good first day. 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. But it was all good. I like it so far. You'll see how everything goes with the first couple of weeks of school. Did I also mention that I met new people, making new friends, which is also very essential in this program? And yeah, it's just Queen's Park. It's nice to come out and see people out here. During that weekend, we were also able to join student societies for free. There was a student fair, especially for the JD students, who were the ones who obviously held this down. JD students are like the LLB students, so the actual law students going to law school to get their law degree, now not the masters. They were the ones hosting those fairs. So a couple of people joined some student groups. I joined two or three, I believe, but I have never been able to participate in any of them just because our schedules are different. My program is a weekend program, but JD students will usually go to school Monday through Thursday. I don't know if they go attend classes on Friday, but my schedule and that of the JD students have not really allowed me to be able to take advantage of the membership with this 3 different student clubs that I joined. However, like, I don't feel so sad about it because I've gotten my law school experience at University of Birmingham. I was a member of different student groups out there, and also as an undergrad student in New York University, I also experienced that, so I don't feel too bad about it. But this is some of the realities of what could happen. The good thing about the student societies is that they are free, absolutely free. So unlike the UK where you have to pay for memberships, over here you don't have to pay to become a member of a student club or society, which is a great thing. Another thing I noticed in that first week of school was that there was lots of like food and like barbecue. I think there was a barbecue day. I don't know if I have a video. If I have a video, I'll put in the video over here for you all to see. There was a school fair, and then there was a barbecue the other time. You're welcoming students into school, and it was really, really nice. It felt like a very good welcoming community. Those days where we had stressful classes, I didn't have to worry about what to eat for lunch and then for dinner for most of the days, because I knew that at least I'll be satisfied in school, except on the days where they give us those cold noodles, which people always complain about. But anyways, you can always go out and buy food or order something in with Uber Eats. But yeah, I felt really good. It felt like a good welcoming community. We transitioned from the GPM admissions team into the GPLLM programs team since we're now in the program. And then for any questions that we had, we'll always relate it and ask it to them or ask our professors. So there's also like a student fair going on. There's a student fair going on, and then everyone is just joining societies, which is great for JD and LLM students. Dean's barbecue. There's a whole barbecue right after class. Oh yeah, it's YouTube content. It's day one. Here, there's an ice cream station. Oh my god. 2 of classes. Another long day ahead, but I know we're gonna have a good, fantabulous time. Tuesday's meal for lunch. And there's desserts on this side.
Their language because they communicate a shared meaning. When I read a citation, I know exactly what it's saying and where it's directing me, just as any other lawyer would know when they look at it. And so.
Oh, okay. Looks like we're having noodles today. I'm filming Sam executively. It's about to be another 4-day marathon classes. Cookies? I don't know. It's a lot of stuff going on today. Oh, you're not in it. It's okay. Don't worry. This is what class looks like in the morning.
Donation. Today it's like Middle Eastern YouTube channel and just like reminisce.
The first couple of weeks, it's just gonna look like all we do is eat. Taking a lunch break, or post-lunch break walk, and yes, we can see the CN. You can see the CN Tower because we school downtown Toronto. This is the another entrance to the Jackman Law Building. As you can famously see, there are balloons up there, and we don't know what they're celebrating.
No, it's named after Jackman.
Wow. Wow. The fool's not gonna ask me no questions.
What's your YouTube channel about?
Give me a second. Thank you.
Any last questions before we wrap up?
So we can see the CN Tower from our class, which is really nice. We survived day 4 of 8, back to back to back. In general, that's how the first September week kind of looked like. After those 2 intensive weeks of 4 classes from Thursday to Sunday, full day classes, we then transitioned into the actual proper program class style. So you have the regular 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday night classes, and then you have full day Saturdays. Sometimes you have Sundays as well. And this was really, really great actually starting in. And the first course we had was Foundations of Canadian Common Law. We had that. And then we also had Professional Responsibility, my absolute favorite class. And then we had the Constitutional Law as well. So those were the 3 weekend classes, making it about 5 classes that we were doing between September to December. This was really, really great. I enjoyed the teaching staff. I understood it. I enjoyed doing the readings. I love Canada so much, so I felt at ease more here than when I was in the UK and feeling overwhelmed. Yes, the readings are long, they're tedious, they're tiring, but they were enjoyable to me. I liked it. And some of the content that we're also studying, maybe some similar cases we had done in the UK, or some of those concepts, I've already learned them previously, either in law school or doing my undergraduate degree at York University. So this was like more of a memory refresher for me. I don't know what the experience might have been for civil law trained candidates. Maybe it might have been the first time they were learning some things, but for me it felt really nice and it felt like a refresher in the program. My classes were very, very interactive. I liked the group of people that I was with. It was thought-provoking, people critically thinking, asking questions, sometimes quarrels, but anyways, I think that's how life is. Different people disagree, you agree to disagree, you share your opinions coming from different jurisdictions and different walks of life, but that's what makes the program beautiful. And I really, really enjoyed those first 4 months of the semester. You guys, this is such a full circle moment. So the trains aren't really working today. I gotta get off at St. George to walk up to campus today for our 8:30 a.m. class, and I remember passing by here back in 2023 to go to the British Embassy, somewhere in here for my student visa while I was going to the UK. So now I am at UofT in the GPLLM program, and this just feels so good. Anyways, let me go find my way. Gotta head to class. I have 6 minutes before class starts. Successfully completed foundations, constitutional law, and professional responsibility courses this weekend. So it's great. We are progressing. By the end of this semester, I would have done 6 courses, 1 non-credit course. Look at the time we're leaving school, pitch black. One thing I want to let you all know is that with my candidacy as a GPLM candidate at UofT, I am also able to have a membership with the Canadian Bar Association. And since I'm in Ontario, then that makes me fall under the wing of the Ontario Bar Association. So with that, I'm able to get emails from them, learn about new things that are happening within the association, get notified about workshops, both the free ones and the paid ones. And in general, it's just good to be part of something that is helpful to the profession. And by virtue of being a GPLM candidate, I was able to get that membership into the Canadian Bar Association for free, which I'm grateful for, and I'm milking it. Trust me, I'm already milking it, taking advantage of those free services that they're offering and free workshops and free certifications that I can learn of. I'm taking advantage of all of that, but I just want to put that out there. One thing that attracted me to this program was the idea that I could work full-time and at the same time also go to school full-time. And the idea I came in with was, okay, we'll have classes every other weekend. But in the first semester, I realized that there was one particular time we had classes 4 straight weekends, classes, and then maybe midterms in between. So you were coming to school, I think it was the entirety of October. Every weekend of October, we were probably in school. And we have our group chats out here, and people are like, we're in school next weekend again. Like, some people were like, oh my God, why do we keep coming back here? And some people commute from other provinces, from other farther cities to come over. So the cost of flight tickets, the cost of booking hotels, these are some realities that I got to learn about from different people in the program. Even those commuting from maybe a Burlington or Mississauga, when there's GO train problems and the buses or the trains are not working, it was very, very tedious for people in this category. These are some other realities of the program that I learned. Is not necessarily you having classes every other weekend. Sometimes you're in school 4 straight weekends. It might be the classes or you might have midterms in between, but that's what makes it an intensive program. So for people to be aware that this is how it actually works. It's not necessarily every other weekend. I think now in the second semester, we might be lucky to have this every other weekend situation, but we'll see how things play out. I'm not complaining. At least I've learned a lot in that entire 5 months of school. So I'm not complaining. It's just a reality of things that you should know about. Now, when it comes to books, unlike the UK, over here you have to actually buy your books or you rent them from the library. Some books you can find them rentable online through the library. Some of them you have to get the physical copies. Sometimes city libraries, so for example, if you live in Toronto or Mississauga, Library of Toronto or Library of Mississauga might have the textbooks that you need for your classes. You might be able to rent them because textbooks are not cheap. Like, I calculated the textbooks that I had to purchase. If I had to purchase for my second semester, it was going up to $800 and something for the 3 courses that I'm taking in my second semester. So it is really expensive, and unless you have money like that, then you don't think about any other option. But in case you don't have money like that or there's other things that you can use your money for, better ways to save, you can always rent out your textbooks from the library, or they can be online or hard copies from the library as well. This is something for you all to be notified about. In Birmingham, we didn't have to buy textbooks, but hey, these are the pros and cons of things. Different system, different jurisdiction, and all of that. After completing my 5 courses, legal methods, professional responsibility, applied legal research and writing, constitutional law, and foundations of Canadian common law, I decided to take a December intensive, making it 6 courses, called negotiations, and we completed that in about 5 classes, so over 2 weekends, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then a Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, so in my first semester, between September and December, I was able to complete 6 courses. So 5 courses had credits, which will be applied towards my NCA, and then 1 was a non-credit course. found a little dungeon in UofT. Wow! It is the last day of class for semester 1, and we are happy. We're just done with negotiation today, and we're going to reconnect to the other class before lunch break. UofT.
Maybe in the summer I'll feel more inclined to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right?
yeah. Because it's a really big school, eh? Coming out of that semester, I really felt so knowledgeable. I enjoyed the teaching. I liked the teaching staff. I think I was blessed with the cohort I was with, and the teachers, you know, very responsive. They grade well. You actually know who is grading you. They give you feedback, and this is through the midterms. Oh yeah, let me talk about how the grading system works. Some professors, we have participation marks, you have your midterms, and then you have your finals, your final exams. The midterms is done after the first 3 classes, then you have your midterms, and then after the final 3 classes, you have your final exams. Usually classes are 6 in nature for the standard non-intensive courses, right? And then, you know, they tell you what they're looking for, which is nice, the areas that you need to know. Sometimes you're like, okay, for the midterm, only study the first 3 weeks. For the finals, only the last 3 weeks. Or some profs who say the entirety of the course has potential to be on the exam. They'll tell you about the exam style and the format. If it's going to be MCT, you'll be aware. If it's going to be short answer questions, you'll be aware. If it's going to be problem questions, you'll be aware. You would have learned about the techniques, how it's going to be applied in real life. So this is not just theoretical knowledge of the law. This is like real life and what is happening, how you expected to apply those cases in real life situations. You'll be taught about that. You'll be given different examples, and then in the exam, if you've done the readings, if you've learned the structure that is required, if you understand who your professor is, you should be fine. I was fine. Like I did excellent. My results came out last week, so excellent, and I'm very happy with my scores. So not only were my grades great, but I understood the concept and I knew what I was doing, which is a plus considering the fact that tuition is really expensive. But that's, by the way, that's for another video. This is everything that happened in the first semester of my GPLLM program. I think I've covered everything. Otherwise, it will be in subsequent videos. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you're coming from the GPLLM program, leave me a comment. If you're my course mate, leave me a comment. Just leave me a comment. Even if it's telling me you like my hair or how beautiful I look in 2026. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Remember to like, share this video, turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post my videos. And I hope to have more things to share with you all about my journey. Anytime I have something new, I'll pop up here and drop off the video, but I can't promise, one video every week. No, that's not how it's probably going to be, but I'll catch you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Beauty.